I'm Banadu. Good morning, Cedar Rapids.
Good morning, Cedar Rapids. Oh my God, here we are again, episode 9. We made it 9 episodes. Can you believe it?
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it either. So you made it through your birthday week.
I'm still making it.
The birthday week is over, right?
I know, but the birthday week was. I didn't sleep for 60 hours at one point during.
Oh my God! You started on
Tuesday night.
Okay, then what happened?
Oh, ladies, drugs, booze, music.
Oh my God. But you're a 53-year-old man now.
I know. I got to slow down.
You got to slow down.
That was my last hoorah. That's my last hoorah.
All right. So you're feeling mellow today.
I'm mellow. Mellow mood has got me.
The mellow mood has got you. Okay. Well, hey, we were at your birthday party down at the ONP. Shout out to ONP.
Shout out to ONP. Shout out to Drea.
Shout out Drea. Shout out ONP. Thanks for letting Robbie and the band do their thing down there. We got a little bit of, let's see, they were singing happy birthday to you down there. There's your mom. There's Robin.
Chuck. That's our good Chuck.
Chuck Cherry. Chuck Cherry singing you happy birthday there. Let's see. You guys were playing, right?
No, we play. We rock.
Yeah, there you are, right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you were. Yeah, we were sitting right by Mark on the bass, so we were. All of these clips are bass heavy. Okay, just let you know they're bass heavy. See, there he is, just walking the bass. And there's Sheehan's kid playing the bongos.
Yeah. Our drummer's kid came and played some bongos with us. That was great. He brought some youthful exuberance to the band.
What's his name?
Jesse.
He's the best player in the band. If you ask me.
I know. He's in marching band at UNI. He's fucking in.
That dude's killing it. He's really good on the bongos. Yeah. And I was telling him to crank it up all night. Crank the bongos up. Oh, there's Schwa. Schwa was on the show last week. There's Schwa. Yeah.
Before the earth explodes in fission, put yourself back on a mission of love.
That's good. Before what happens?
The earth explodes in fission.
Oh, yeah. Put yourself back on a mission of love. Nice. Fission and mission. So that was Schwa. Sorry, you couldn't really hear him play the guitar because we were sitting right by the bass. So all you hear is just Mark ripping it.
Yeah.
Well, we got Sheehan in here, too. That crash. There's Robin's hair. That was Robin's hair.
That's the most important shot. Robin's hair.
Robin's beautifully silverized hair there. Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, one more video from that. This just kind of shows after the show how fucked up everybody was and how I couldn't go out for 2 days. I was literally in bed. I watched 5 movies because I watched The Matrix. I watched that movie Weapons. That's a really good movie.
I've never seen that.
Oh, it's good. Check it out. Weapons was very entertaining. Anyways, so this is just and this is me really retardedly drunk as well. So.
Next time, Gadget.
I'm of course wearing the same shirt.
It's your birthday. What do you think? You're 53.
Best year of my life so far. My birthday's over. What time is it?
It's not midnight yet, bro.
Robbie, what about the birthday week? Birthday week ends today.
No, it begins, doesn't it?
No, it started.
It ends
It started the
That was
birthday.
3 days ago.
Birthday week. Birthday week.
Yeah.
Robbie's birthday week.
Yeah.
Woo!
I invented the birthday week, literally. And then
Yeah.
it's like I do what I like the whole month.
There you go.
Wow. That's my drunk ass.
Come on, Rock.
That was really funny. And I loved how when I for some broke into song, someone like went. I was like, birthday week, like one more week, I guess what it was calling for. And she goes, yeah, at the end. Who was that? Do you even know that?
Stacy.
Stacy? I don't even know.
My cousin. She's my aunt, but she's younger than me.
No, I don't think
so
she was
call her
there
my
at that time. That
Yeah,
was,
Stacy was there.
was she there? Okay. Oh, wait, what's going on here?
I don't know. Got Merle.
Oh, he was hanging out, but
He's hanging.
he got a hold of the carpet and he ain't coming up. So, anyways, so yeah, happy birthday.
Man.
All right, 53 years old.
53.
Good job. And that show was really good, very entertaining, and
Right.
you are a gem for Cedar Rapids. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
See, this is chill, Robbie. He's just mellow as hell today.
Mellow mood has got me coming down.
What's that?
Bob Marley. Mellow mood.
I like. They call me Manuel.
I'm just mad about Saffron, and Saffron's mad about me.
I'm just
Mad about the Saffron, and she's just mad about me. They call me Mellow Yellow, quite rightly.
That's so weird. Yeah, and God, there's so many songs that are a little creepy from that era, but I love Donovan. All right, so we gotta do some rip from the headlines. What do you got over there?
Rip from the headlines.
A Wall Street Journal.
Look at that Wall Street.
Rips from the headlines. Rip from the headlines. Oh, hey, before we rip the headlines, can I just mention to everybody that you can actually call into us right now if you like. That's the phone number, 319-423-9403. If you want to call into the show, you know, as long as we're not like deep into some crazy shit or something, but if you see a lull in the show or whatever, give us a call. We'll answer, and you'll be immediately like directed right into the show. So give us a call. That's the call-in number. All right, now back to Rips from the Headlines. Rip that shit.
I get there, mellow ripping.
Oh, mellow, yeah. Wall Street Journal.
Wall Street Journal.
Ooh, that was a good rip, bro.
Thank
That
you.
was your best rip
I
yet.
think this might be
Right in
my
front of the
favorite.
camera, and like the whole rip was right into the microphone. Very good. Very good rip.
Well, this is the big one. U.S.-Iran reach deal to end war. We'll see what happens, but I think in a straight. Pakistan says both parties will sign the peace accord in Switzerland Friday.
Okay, they're going to sign it. They got a peace accord all signed, ready to go.
That's good news. They're going to open up the Straits of Hormuz, so maybe those gas prices will come down. They're still working on the nuclear deal.
Okay. Will Israel stop bombing Lebanon? We'll see about that.
We'll see about that.
I don't think Israel likes this at all, but you know what? They don't. They're just playing off each other. They know this shit ain't real, but we'll see. Maybe they'll manipulate the market some more.
Why not? Why not? And this is a good one. Fight night at White House. I missed it. I had to work. Birthday bout. Mixed martial arts fans gather in Washington Sunday before the scheduled start of Ultimate Fighting Championship event on the White House lawn, which coincides with President Trump's 80th birthday. 80 years old. Could you imagine?
The big 8-0, and he slept through like the whole thing pretty much. Apparently, yeah. He was. I watched a bunch of clips of it. Yeah, you know, it's. It's something. It's history. It's what kind of history it is. Whatever. I had to work last night, so I wasn't able to watch it.
Yeah, I need to.
Jiminy Christmas! Yeah. What a weird world we live in.
Gouging people's eyes out on the White House lawn.
God bless. Well, some guy, he goes. One of the guys who won was like he was trying to just be super trolly, and when he won, he went. At the very end of his speech, his victory speech, because they always give him the victory speech, he goes, Michelle Obama's a man.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, thank God for Trump for having the balls enough to do this. Okay.
What do we got going on?
So that's two big things for Trump. He ended the war, and he had a birthday, on his birthday, and had a UFC fight on the White House lawn. Man, what else does this man need? Oh, yeah, the Epstein file is getting opened back up. Whoa, yeah. You see that? There's reporting coming out today in the New York Times.
The Epstein files are red here, and I feel sorry for the girls. Yeah, I do.
Me too.
But motherfucker, goddamn, we gotta fucking keep the fucking world from blowing up. Those girls are gonna have to suck it up at a certain point.
Well, he just did that. He ended the war. Oh man, way to go, Trump! And then you had the big UFC thing. All right, now it's time to answer for your sins.
The only person I have to answer for my sins too is the Lord Almighty and Jesus Christ. And that Jesus says it's all right, Rob. All's forgiven.
Yeah.
What do you think about this guy in Maine running for Democratic Senate? He's like, I believe people can change. And this was a good thing. And Trump said,
Graham Plattner, yeah.
Yeah, and Trump said, I believe in redemption. Trump said that.
Yeah, Trump calls Graham Plattner a thug.
I'm sure he does. He calls me a thug, too.
Yeah, if he met you, he'd be like, who is this thug?
Oh, and the big news in New York, Knicks win NBA title.
Oh, the Knicks won the title.
Oh, dude, they're going crazy in New York. Only 12 arrests or something. They're doing pretty
Only 12
good.
arrests. Just like the, was it 13 dead in Iran?
Yeah.
Okay, well, close. How many Spurs fans lost their lives?
Oh, yeah. They must have got out of that town quick.
Did you see they were beating them up in the streets?
That's the 12 arrests.
I love sports. Sorry, I do love sports, but not that much. But what else we got?
AI can do math, but is it really math? We'll just leave that one there.
Oh, wow. That sounds like when, the argument when they were teaching the new math or whatever to the kids, and we were like, what is this weird new math? Is that what the AI is doing?
I guess so.
Okay.
Let's see what we
Anything
got.
else you got there in the Wall Street Journal? The journal of record, in my opinion. I know they say the New York Times. New York Times is just about a rag. But today they're coming out with a good one. Check out New York Times Magazine. Going to be a good one in there today. Ooh, excuse me.
Oh, more Trump. A lot of Trump in here.
Yeah, I told you, it's a big day for Trump. It's a big one.
Yeah.
It's a red letter day.
Birthday. End the war. U.S. seeks cheap drones as warfare shifts. Pretty soon the AI is going to be running the drones, but we'll all be screwed. Fucking Skynet gained consciousness in 2024.
Well, we'll see. We'll see about that.
That's enough headlines. We're done with the headlines.
You're done for the headlines. Okay, well, that was from the headlines. Okay, well, now we're going to bring in our person of interest.
Person of interest.
This is Pete. Pete, get in here, Pete. You got to switch it up. All right. Pete's our person of interest today. Pete!
I'll go. He's hitting on your wife.
Pete, stop hitting on my wife. There he is.
You're over here.
All right, my friend.
It's Pete.
I'll get you next time, Gadget.
Whoops. I accidentally left that video on. We could watch it again. Get in
this
here.
a mic?
Get in the frame.
That's the mic.
That's your mic.
That's your headphones.
Put them headphones on there, buddy.
Where can I put this?
This is Pete.
Put it right. Put it. Yeah, put it
Up here.
Up on the.
No, not there. Over
If
here.
that way where we're.
Up
Yeah,
top.
right
There
there.
we
That's
go.
where I put my drink when I'm sitting in that chair.
We should get a little drink,
a
little
drink
table, little side table.
Little side table.
We should have free waters too when they come in. What do you think?
Free waters.
Did you get your
Yeah, I'm
mic
good
on?
to go.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
Does it sound good? I think it needs to be up a little bit on your lip.
Oh, God, Charlie, it's working.
Okay, this is too hot.
Too hot?
Is there a volume?
Yeah, I'll turn it down for you, buddy.
Thank you.
Well, stop bringing in his ears like that. Jesus, you're going to kill the man. All right. Yeah, just slide on in there.
Boom. And you're down.
There he is. We got Pete in the hizzy. Yeah, get that microphone. Give me a test.
Yeah.
Is that good enough?
That sounds great.
You sound amazing. Pete is a good friend of ours. We are what's it called? The Zen Center adjacent friends, and that's how we met Pete. And he's been coming to our Thanksgivings. We haven't had Thanksgivings in the last few years because we've been going to his mom's house because his mom puts on the best Thanksgiving you ever.
Best Thanksgiving ever.
Linda Levy. I need to get an arm in here because I got to be able to do shout-outs when I need to do shout-outs. Shout out to Linda Levy. But anyways, yeah. Oh, we gotta get the phone number back up there too. There we go. Call in if you want. We can talk to me, Pete, Robbie, and whoever else might be in the room.
Merlin.
Who?
Merlin.
Merlin's here. Yeah, I just saw his little tail.
You might go now.
So anyways, we know Pete from ways back, long time. I don't even know. It's been several years. But Pete comes over and he talks to us about the old days. And Pete's been through some stuff.
Bi-cracky?
What's that mean?
Bi-cracky?
What's bi-cracky?
It means 23 skidoo. It's just from the olden days.
23 skidoo. I like that one. What's that mean? What 23 skidoo mean?
It's lost in the annals of archaeology.
You know what happens. You know what happens to archaeology.
Pete is old as shit, but he remembers everything. And me and Robbie, we're both, we are of this kind of, we're hippies, okay? We're hippies. We're old
I'm
hippies.
a beat poet.
Oh, he's a beat poet, okay.
Wow, that's pretty hippie.
I'll claim hippie. But you actually lived it. You were in the moment in the 60s. How old are you now, sir?
78.
78.
And 2/3.
So how old were you in like 65?
65 would have been 17.
17. So you were...
Is that like the first time you had sex?
No.
Have you ever had sex?
Well, sex had me, I think.
Sex had me. That's a fucking right answer.
Okay.
I held off till I was 21.
Right on. Good for
Wow,
you. Good
damn.
for you.
So what year... So you waited till the 70s to have sex?
I didn't count the years. That would have been 69, though.
69.
69.
The summer of love.
69.
Very appropriate. If you do numerology.
All right. So you were working as a guitar tech, or you worked with musical equipment. What was that job you had? You were in San Francisco in the 60s. Let's get it straight, folks.
72.
72. You were in San Francisco working on guitars.
Eventually.
In San Francisco.
I moved from Chicago to California to join my brother and the woman he was living with. They lived together 10 years, eventually married, and they did have children. They lived together because they met each other at a open mic night for folk music.
Oh, I love open mic nights. I play folk music.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He does.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Folk wave. Folk wave.
So my brother George and his wife Sharon Hashimoto met up. George announced that he wanted to form a little folk band, and Sharon invited herself, and so they met. And then he wrote me back in Chicago, where I was having a pretty unpleasant time,
Right.
and said, "Come on out. It's better out here." So this is my brother George. He passed away.
Put it in the. Put it. We can put it up there.
When did he pass away?
Be about 2 years now.
Ooh, how you doing?
Pardon?
How you doing with that?
Oh, I'm fine with it. George,
He lived a good long life.
he did. He was my older brother, so he was 79.
Oh wow! Could you imagine 79, Charlie?
But he was on his
That's
way
the year
up.
I was born.
He was on his way up. This is what I think is important. He was like vectored up, like he was a successful launch. He was getting illumination on his life at the end of his life, and I think that's really inspiring. To keep it simple, he was a fundamental genius, or the other way of putting it is that he had a genius. That's the Roman idea. It's a helpful spirit that illuminates the human.
A daemon.
A daemon, yeah.
Yeah. So
In-
we are already way off track. I want to get to 60s, early 70s.
Yeah, early
You're
70s.
a guitar tech,
Right.
working on transistors. What are you working on? You're working on what are they called? The little pieces, the pickups. What is it? The little sparkly things inside the guitar, and you're working on those things. And there's a treasure trove of iconic pop culture, culture. Hippie mother suckers coming through your tableau here. So
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. You sent me some stuff. Grace Slick hit on you once, and you were too you were too like starstruck or whatever, or what happened? So she tell me the story when Grace Slick hit on you.
I will. Give me one sentence from my previous ramble. My brother George got me the job at Alembic.
No, you don't get any free help. Tell me the story.
All right, this is Alembic, and Alembic was a subunit of the Grateful Dead. There's their logo.
Okay, Alembic was this was another band that was adjacent to the Grateful Dead.
Alembic is the rock and roll one-stop. Rick Turner called it. He was the guitar maker.
Oh, he's a guitar maker. Okay,
So
you worked for this guitar maker who worked with these San Francisco '60s bands.
It started inside the Grateful Dead organization, and then the accountant made them spin off. So they were a standalone company that did all the tech work for the Dead. And my brother George had gotten a job with them because he had developed a guitar synthesizer. He just knocked on their door and said, "Look what I can do," and they said, "You're hired." So he talked. I was working at Radio Shack, which was a capitalist purgatory. It was really miserable.
Oh,
But my brother said, "Hey, we lost our guitar chord maker. Come on down, and I'll introduce you, and maybe they'll pick you up." And so
you're like twisting guitar chords and stuff.
soldering guitar cords. I had no experience, and I went to Catholic school, so we never had shop. It was a gentleman's education.
But you had Radio Shack, so don't besmirch Radio Shack. That's what got you in there.
Well, okay, thank you. You're so right. Don't besmirch it, because everything's a stepping stone. I continued my job full-time at Radio Shack, and then I worked 15 hours a week at Alembic, soldering guitar cords for the Grateful Dead. Nobody else wanted to do it. So I was the step and fetch it. At the time, there were 60 people in the family, they called it, of the Dead, and there's a hierarchy.
They called it the family.
They called it the family. And
How did this family exist? Like did the family come in and?
everybody was on the payroll.
Okay, tell me about the payroll.
The payroll at that time in 1972, this is just when they went to Europe, if you were a stay-at-home worker, it was kind of a communist pay scale or a union pay scale. If you were a stay-at-home worker, you made $4 an hour. That's $8,000 a year. And then
It's like fucking $40,000 a year now.
probably, if you traveled with the band, you got $8 an hour, $16,000 a year, and it was you could live on that.
Back in the 60s,
Back in the
70s,
day, yeah. That's when gasoline was 59 cents a gallon. So you could live on it.
So they had a whole like financial apparatus built under the dead at this point in the early 70s. And you were working for a place called Alembic that made guitars for the dead. Did they make guitars for other people too, or?
Yes, totally.
And why did they like Alembic? Like what? Why did they go for you? Because you were San Francisco based, or what?
They were technologically.
They were customizable. They would do whatever they wanted. Like what were some of the?
We would have to tell our customers what we could do for them. There were technologically superior instruments, and the reason is that they had engineers develop them. Okay, what I wanted to mention with Grace Slick is that when I'm working.
Grace Slick. Go ahead.
That's how we started.
Jefferson Airplane.
I'm working on circuit boards, and my direct supervisor was Jim Furman, who started Furman Sound. He became a multimillionaire.
Didn't he
Yes, he did.
Wasn't he he probably did everything. Didn't he produce a lot of vinyl back in the day?
He was a sound engineer.
Okay, yeah, he engineered.
Let me finish, Charlie.
I apologize. I know Furman. Like when I'm a vinyl guy, so if it's been engineered by Furman, I'm like, that's one of the names you like. Oh, okay, that's the one. Like him and a couple other guys. But
his stuff sold worldwide, but what he did was he just took the circuits and the equipment that we were making for the dead directly, and he just marketed it. And he also innovated. I won't deny any of that, but. I was making circuit boards for the dead, and we didn't have an industrial kitchen, so to speak, and you have to drench a circuit board in water to stop the etching process. So I'd have to etch these things in a bath with my rubber gloves on, and then walk them with a little towel under it, not to drip on the floor, walk them to the bathroom and rinse them in the sink.
And you were doing that, and you were wearing you were wearing a lab coat.
My brother George had the bright idea to take petty cash and buy everybody a doctor's coat that was working in the shop. We had 15 people working.
Was that to like add cred to what you were doing, or?
Yeah, just for the heck of it. It was kids playing dress up. We were like amateur scientists. The secretaries would wear them. We would wear them.
The secretaries. Tell me more about the secretaries.
The secretaries, I don't know if you spelled it with an X or a C.
No. Get back to Grace Slick. Grace Slick walks in.
Grace Slick walks in the room.
You're in your lab coat.
Okay,
with a wet circuit board in your hand. Dripping wet circuit board in your lab coat in the 70s.
It's 11 in the morning.
What happened?
It's 11 in the morning, and I don't know how or why she was there. We had a studio there. That was why the Dead bought this building in San Francisco. It had a sound studio. And alembic, by the way, was the name Owsley gave it. An alembic is an alchemical retort that you cook stuff in, and out the top comes the gold.
We'll talk about Owsley in a second.
Mm-hmm. So I look down the hall as I'm turning left to the bathroom, and there's Grace Slick. And she's got a bottle of Liebfrau milk. You know what that is?
No, what's Liebfrau milk?
Well, in German it means Lieb is love, Frau is woman, and milk is milk.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I got it now. I know a little German.
Loving woman milk, I don't know, but it's a type of wine. It's like a May wine. It's about 6%.
Okay.
That's not bad.
It's a lightweight alcohol content, but she had a whole bottle. She was...
It's metaphoric here. Yeah, she's doing it.
So she's looking at me, and I'm looking at her, and I'm saying, wow. The little light bulb goes off. I know that face. And she says to me, I'm trucking into the bathroom. She says, can you teach me to operate, doctor?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what?
Yes, I can.
Grace Slick from Jefferson Airplane.
Take your clothes off.
White
Put on this robe.
And she
I
said,
will inspect every inch of your body.
Oh, yeah.
And she looked you up and down, and she said, can you teach me to operate, doctor?
And there I am in my Navajo moccasin boots and my doctor's lab coat and my hippie bell-bottom pants and my little tie-dyed T-shirt.
Yeah.
And my longish hair. I never could get it too long.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, she couldn't possibly mean that.
She meant it, man.
What are you
It
talking
wasn't-
about? She was hitting on you. That was a pass. If I ever
Maybe
heard
she just needed to be pleased sexually, as sometimes women need, right? Yeah.
I said, in response, I said nothing. I froze in my tracks like a rabbit in the road.
Yeah, a white rabbit?
It could have been.
So you froze.
And she repeated it. Pardon me.
Okay.
She repeated her phrase, and I let it go. I let it go in my little Zen moment of when I don't have the right response. I said nothing at all. But the next day, I knew the right answer.
I hear you.
I hate that shit. I hate that shit. You need a time machine just for those things. But yeah. So what did you come up with?
You already know how to operate, baby.
Oh, not bad.
No, I would have said, come to Butthead. That's what I would have told her. Come to Butthead, Grace Slick.
Dude, there wasn't even Butthead back then, for Christ's sakes.
We're a time machine.
Oh, that's right. We're in a time machine here. So, okay, that's a great story. So, what's another moment or really shining image from that period that you can think of that was really it's something that's worth passing on, and letting the younger generation, even us, because we're so old now. Like, we loved the 60s and 70s and all that music. Like, when we were, that's what got us going when we were young. And
when I was young, what got me going was the Ace of Base. All that she wants is another baby.
Hey,
she's gone tomorrow.
I listen to Michael Jackson too, simultaneously with Led Zeppelin and stuff, all that good stuff.
The Velvet Underground.
The Velvet Underground,
That's
all
what
that
I
stuff. Did you ever cross paths with Velvet?
No, those. Okay, if you remember Nietzsche, who wrote *The Birth of Tragedy*,
I know Nietzsche.
Nietzsche, yeah.
And the Nazis had their soldiers. They got copies of that book to their soldiers in the trenches.
Wait, what does this have to do with the Velvet Underground? Okay,
It has everything.
Okay, all right. I want to hear this. What does Nietzsche have to do with Velvet Underground?
Nietzsche's thesis in that book is that where the Apollonian impulse is ascendant, and that's the impulse to art, intellect, purity, the higher calling of humanities activities, wherever that's in the ascendancy, the Dionysian is energized, which is the dark force. So this is the kind of a yin-yang thing.
Yeah, I feel that, yeah.
The impulse to rise up and do perfect.
Where the better angels exist,
There.
the better demons exist.
And what we had with the Velvet
We got a better
Underground.
demon right here. Anyways,
Let him talk.
sorry, you started breathing like a demon.
Let him
All right,
talk.
go ahead.
What we had with the Velvet Underground was their anthem, Heroin. When I put a spike into my vein, then I feel like I'm a man, and I guess that I just don't know. And he's right. He doesn't know. He doesn't know where that's going, and it's not headed to the light. It's headed and looks.
You gotta
it's the light
listen
at the
to
end
some
of
of
the
their
tunnel.
later music, though. Lonesome Cowboy Bill, buys a rodeo.
All right. We won't throw the baby out with the
Don't
bathwater.
throw the baby out with the bathwater.
But what the Dead did, and this is unique, is that they
Yeah,
let
let's talk about the dead for
You're
real.
going for those beers, Charlie. I've had like one beer.
Do you need one?
I'm still
Yeah,
working
I'll
on
go.
this. I'm still working on this.
Sorry, go ahead.
They let people in. That's how I got in. They already were known. They already were established. They'd already put out a couple of records, and people knew enough about them. They were still not making that big money, but they let people in, and that was unlike other bands. Now, the reason that Alembic became a focus of attention for them and for other musicians, and I'll get to a Carlos Santana story in just a second. 'Cause
Ooh, I
you
love
asked.
Carlos.
Yeah. So,
No, but I want to stick with the dead for a
Charlie.
minute. But
okay. Well, what we did for them, when I say we, I mean my betters, the engineers at Alembic, like Ron Wickersham, he came out of Ampex. He was a true electrical engineer. Jim Furman had a double E degree from Columbia.
right, but you were there. You happened to I'm not trying to disrespect, but you stumbled into that shit.
I stumbled into it because they needed somebody at the end with the broom.
And you're not stupid. Like you were a useful smarty.
Well,
Do you think you earned your money?
you know,
$8 an hour. Yeah, I'm sure
Dude,
you're probably.
that's like fucking $30, $40, $50 an hour right now.
I was a dropout from college. I dropped out in my senior year, and my
Like
major
Kanye.
my major had been the history and philosophy of religion. So,
Oh yeah, I got a religion degree.
do you?
Yeah, from Iowa.
Well, it didn't fit with the technical world, so this world to me was magical. And these guys who had their hands on live impulses, they were magical. And they were brave because Jim Furman would stick his hands into an amp, and if it sparked him, he'd end up across the room doing somersaults. But what Olympic brought to the rock scene was an improved technology. Fender and Gibson were making elemental instruments that had physical. They had problems that were violating the laws of physics of better music and better equipment.
Like
And
not having the right
I had to
ohm
pee, Jack.
ratio or whatever, like
had to pee.
playing too hot. Go ahead, buddy.
just their
I should have peed before you.
just their mechanical setups were not the best, and they figured out how to improve these little things. So one of the things that they improved was the guitar pickup, which is an electromagnetic circuit. You have magnets surrounded by a coil, and you have a ferrous string, ferrous meaning magnetically.
Iron.
Yeah, it could be iron, it could be nickel. There are different metals that react to magnets, and those have to be in the string so the string can gate. It'll disturb the magnetic field. The magnetic field is disturbed, and it will send the coil around the magnet will accept the magnetic impulse and turn it into electrical signals. And so it becomes an analog system. If the string moves a lot, you get a voltage spike. If the string starts to die down, the voltage spike drops down.
Sure.
And it's mostly a sine wave. Guitars are mostly sine waves. A sine wave sound, if you translate it to music, is like a tuning fork or a flute. And that is not leather pantsable.
I got that shit. Oh my god. Oh no, I stuck his microphone inside his headphones. That's a whole nother thing, right?
You don't put on your leather pants and dance in front of people with a sine wave because it's just too pure a tone. It just doesn't have balls.
So, but some people say all of reality is actually a sine wave.
I'll accept that.
I've seen that. I think it's not Discordians that say it's some other. It's like some Luciferian cult. But anyways,
Well, you're up and you're down. I think people know that.
yeah, you're up and you're down. Exactly.
But what Alembic figured out to do, and Rick Turner specialized in it, he took a coil winder and figured out to make a low impedance pickup. A low impedance pickup gives you much greater frequency representation at your signal source, which would come out to your jack on your guitar and then into your cord. And
It sounded better.
Yeah, because it was fuller. It was
fuller.
Yeah.
It gave you a better impedance based on the range.
right.
Okay.
Because you have a fundamental, but then you have harmonics, and those harmonics go all the way up. And if you haven't damaged your hearing, you will hear them, and it will make a crisper, richer, more complete sound, and
So-
it especially worked for the bass.
So this was another like arm of the international hippie syndicate that was happening, and let's talk about what's his name, Owsley.
Okay. Did we want to do Santana before we step into
Did you want to
Owsley?
talk about Santana? What about Santana?
Santana heard about us, and we, of course, heard known about him.
Yeah.
But-
So what? This was 72.
72 to 75.
This is Santana's got a couple albums out, post Woodstock, all that.
Yeah. And he had started off just hard Scrabble. He and his brother used to go to the park, open their guitar cases, and just start strumming and ask for quarters. And he just would do that for hours a day. That's where he started.
That's how he learned.
That's how he started.
That's how he learned to get so
He learned how to amuse people,
stream of consciousness.
engage them, look them in the eye and sing a song for them, and they would drop a quarter in there, and they were living off that. So And then when they first were picked up by Bill Graham at his cheesy little Carousel Ballroom before they had Winterland, it was very near the studio that the Dead had. He was paying, they were $2 to get you in the door, and that's not big money.
No.
And so the bands were living close to the edge. The Grateful Dead used to put on concerts for 75 cents a ticket.
Oh, wow. You remember that?
I wasn't there for that. I came a couple years later, but they would not only have the Dead on the bill, and they would play daytime concerts. And they were basically rehearsing, and they took over an auto dealership, just leased an old auto dealership in downtown San Francisco, and the Dead would play. The Airplane would play, Janis Joplin and the Holding Company would play, Sons of Champlin, Jesse Colin Young.
All for 75 cents?
New Riders of the Purple Sage, and the women would make lunch.
Oh, wow.
So you got lunch and 5 or 6 rock bands.
That's amazing.
It was 75 cents. The hippies had just walked down from Haite Ashbury.
So,
Okay, so
well,
Santana.
You didn't give us the Santana. Here, tell him. Now it's my turn.
And we're back.
All right.
Yeah, tell him the Santana story.
The Santana story?
I love the
Yeah.
Santana.
Santana comes down, and he says, I've heard about you guys. I'd like you to make me a custom guitar.
Ooh, yeah. My friend Schwa, you gotta meet my friend Schwa. He's all into the sound.
All right.
He's my guitar player in my band, but he has a custom. He's
Yeah.
got a sound system. He's all in. But
Yeah.
anyway, continue about Santana.
Well, Santana had a spiritual practice, and I forget the group he was associated with. They had a commune right there in downtown San Francisco.
Right.
And it was a residential hotel, and they also did very low-cost vegetarian meals.
Right.
And Santana studied with them, and I think it was Maharishi no, it wasn't. I'm not sure. It could have been Transcendental Meditation. But in any case, I think it's the same guy that John McLaughlin studied with.
Right.
And Santana had a request for the guitar maker, Rick Turner. He said, I want these spiritual symbols in my fretboard. So he had sun, moon, stars, peace, love, I don't know. He had whatever he chose. But on top of that, he had his custom guitar that they specialized. Rick Turner didn't want guitars that fed back. So he made everything out of hardwood with...
Who's Rick Turner? He's Santana related?
You were, yeah.
Yeah.
Go take another
Is
piss.
it-
We were
is
having
it-
a conversation here.
I'm just interjecting. You took a piss first.
Turner figured out to use through-the-body necks that were laminated. You could have used them for hockey sticks or baseball bats. They were
Right.
They were extremely tough and hard. And what that prevented was resonance from amplifiers, causing sympathetic resonance and then blowing your sound because you can't control your instrument. So, and then the other thing he would do would put a brass block under the bridge so that the bridge wouldn't be vibrated. And in that way, you could play at much higher volumes. And then when he had his low impedance pickup that's getting this really wide frequent response,
For me?
your bass players in particular had suddenly,
Oh, my bass player.
they stopped
Don't get him started on his bass player. Sorry, go ahead.
they stopped living in the primeval mud of Jack Bruce and Cream. I mean, you can hear Jack Bruce, he's considered a great bass player, but it's like he used a I think he had a Guild or a Gibson ES, and those things were just, their frequency range was just all, it's like listening to a bus or a dump truck go by. It's like,
I've been listening to Disraeli Gears actually at work lately, like
Yeah.
when I do labs and stuff, and
Yeah.
it's a great album. But there's a lot of
world of pain.
there is a lot of bad audio in that album, but
well, it was,
It was the time.
it was dynamic, but it was unfortunately not exactly a musical experience.
how about this? So
We almost got Santana.
Go
out.
ahead.
Santana says, I'd like these artistic images on my guitar, and then the rest of it is you guys. So the guitar shop had moved out of San Francisco up to Cotati, which is country north of San Francisco. And Rick Turner had bought or rented a house that had a bunch of chicken coops, and he converted them to guitar manufacturing facility. And so I was up there. The pickup winding machine had been moved there, and I was the guy that made pickups after Turner taught me how to do it. So I was up there. I had to take the bus up there. I didn't have a car at $4 an hour. And a call comes in, and Turner's talking to somebody in the other room, and I didn't know who it was, but I knew it was a star. And talking about his guitar. And a call comes in, and it comes in from England. It's John Entwistle of The Who. He wanted to talk about
Bass.
one of his basses. He ended up buying 5 Olympic basses because he had 5 houses.
Right.
And he didn't want to have to travel with his bass.
Yeah, I hear it.
He just put one in each house.
2 guitars and a bass.
I have the same problem all the time. I make sure every house I have has a bass in it. I gotta have a bass in every house. It's a rule. It's just a rule. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
So whenever the Stars ordered a musical equipment, we upcharged them. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
so at
They
that
got the money.
Exactly.
we would charge the guy that walked in off the street. He'd have to pay $1,500 or $1,700 for an instrument, but the Stars would have to pay $2,500, $3,000.
Wow. That's a good deal for
But-
the poor people. Here, come closer.
I'm
Get
here. I can
closer.
see myself.
I can't. You keep leaning.
Charlie
out.
has his hand on my
Get
ass.
in here.
He's trying to make a move. He's trying to. I'm in here.
Oh God! Hey, hold off now. All right, yo. I didn't ask for all that. You started trying to make out with me. Jesus
With the
Christ.
Apollonian comes the Dionysian. So at any rate, I get this call, and it's Entwistle from England, and I've got to get it to. He wants to talk to Turner, and I've got
What's
to.
he sound like? Does he have a really weird accent, or what's going on?
I-
Oh, we do.
Ooh, we do. Oh, Governor, where's my bases?
Hello, Mike.
I need one bass for every house that I own in Europe
That's it. It's all that.
and the States, obviously.
I had to stick my head around the corner and say, Rick, we got a call that you got to take, and there's Santana.
Santana shows up.
He was there talking to Rick about his guitar in progress,
Yep.
and Rick says, "Okay, Carlos, excuse me a minute," and he takes the call, and it's me and Carlos, and I'm just Mr. Step and Fetch It. I'm just the guy that does the bottom feeder work.
Yeah.
Carlos is standing there, I'm standing there, and I'm not going to say anything. He doesn't need to be rushed. He's a star. He says, he holds out his hand and he says, "Hey, man, my name is Carlos." I said, "I know, man."
I'm like world famous in Cedar Rapids. I'm Rabbit.
You're Cedar Rapids famous, yeah. What, like, immediately, you can't even, like, talk about, like, someone being famous without Robbie being like, "Well, I'm famous, too." Motherfucker, you ain't famous for shit.
Pick it up back to the last show.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I did feel like at your birthday party, those are our people. Like, there was like a couple of different people like watching our show and like referencing the show, like making jokes based upon stuff happening in real life that they saw on the show. I'm like, hell yeah, we're affecting reality a little bit,
We are.
just a little bit,
Wait a second, Chuck.
just a little tiny bit.
There's a little bit more to the story.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
Tell me more.
Okay, it didn't stop there.
Yeah.
I said, "Hey, man, my name is Carlos." I know. He says,
He said, "Hey, my." You said,
yeah, he introduced
said-
himself. He introduced
That
us.
would be weird if you were like, "Hey, my name's Carlos."
Charlie, let the man speak.
All right, sorry. Go
All
ahead.
right, fellas, you guys are ice skating.
Yes.
He said, "And what's your name? Who are you?" I said, "Well, my name is Pete." And it's like Pete the parakeet, I'm nobody. But he wanted to know. And then he said, "You guys do beautiful work."
Right.
And I just thought, thump, thump. This is a guy who just wants to be a human and he's heartfelt appreciative of what he's getting from us.
He's giving you his
Right.
full love
Right.
self.
He taught me something, Carlos Santana. I never met him, but there was this. It was like super hot, and I would go to the library and watch the Rolling Stones history of rock and roll. And Carlos Santana says, "Well, you can do it on one string, but do it on two strings." And it changed my entire guitar playing fucking philosophy. Like,
He's a damn good rhythm guitar player too. He really is.
So
And then Carlos Santana said to you,
where
"Do you operate?" What did he say?
can you teach me how to operate?
Can you teach me how to operate?
I know Carlo went that way.
No. What's that Marvin Gaye song? I can't wait for you to operate.
Sexual healing. I
wait.
can't wait for you to operate.
Baby,
I was blue this morning.
No, we're not going.
He's still talking. He's still
All right,
talking.
sorry. I know, but we can do surprise karaoke if we want to.
There's a corollary. I'm back at the store. We had the Grateful Dead accountant made them spin off Alembic from internal subunit that was paid. Our payroll was paid by the Dead. We had 15 people working, and the weekly payroll was $2,000. So if Susan, who was Susan Wickersham, Ron's wife,
Susan Wickersham Rolls.
yeah, if she couldn't make payroll, she'd just call up the Dead office, the rehearsal hall in San Rafael, and say, "Hey, what do you guys need? We got to sell you some speakers. We got to sell you some cabinets. We got to take an order for guitar cords or amps or something. I got to make payroll." And she would drive up there and get the doski, and then we'd get another order for something.
Nice.
So the accountant said, "This has got to stop. You guys are draining us. Stand alone." So we had to go public, and we had to put a sign out on the street. We used to keep the door locked. Nobody really knew who we were except for the insiders. And now we were open to the public. And we started off with selling them guitar picks for 25 cents instead of Limbic rock and roll one stop. And people would come in off the street and buy one of those for a souvenir.
Wow.
But Carlos calls into the shop. He says, "Hey, man, this is Carlos." I said, "Hello, Carlos, this is Pete." No, we've met.
Right. You guys met, and now he's calling.
Now he's calling. He's got his guitar.
He has the guitar that you made for
Do
him.
you like it?
He's crying.
Oh, wow. He's got Carlos
said-
Santana.
He said, "Hey, man, I got my guitar. It is beautiful, man, but it doesn't have the guitar amp reply." I said, "I know, Carlos. We built those on purpose, not to feed back." He said, "But that's my sound, man." I said, "I know it's your sound, man. That's why I wondered myself." And I had to go back to Mars Turner, as I called him, because he called me that boy. I said, "Rick, Carlos called. His guitar doesn't feed back." And Rick says, "We don't want instruments to feed back." I said, "Carlos does." He said, "Well, what am I going to do?" And I said, "Rick, take the brass mass out, the chunk of stuff under the bridge. Take it out and put in balsa wood.
There you go.
Make it wiggle." He wants his guitar to wiggle. Carlos says, "I love my guitar from Alembic, but I'm playing my Yamaha because it gives me the sound
He
that I
likes the
want."
quality, he likes the neck, he likes the
Everything
strings,
beautiful.
likes all that stuff.
The cymbals,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah. And
They had
he likes the
LED
tone, he likes all that.
They had LED markers on the fret so you could see it in the dark what fret you were at.
Ooh, I needed that. I played one time at the
They had LED technology back then.
at some bar in Iowa City, and there was no lights. Cause I couldn't
see where you were.
I couldn't see where I was.
Turner figured out, and Ron Wickersham engineered it to put, they'd route out a channel for LED lights. This is 1973,
I know,
74.
that's crazy.
Yeah, they were way ahead. Okay, so Carlos is really distressed. He's not getting his sound, and it was on purpose. So I tried to tell Rick to undo everything to do a 180 on everything that they believed in. I don't know how it worked out, but I actually never saw Carlos playing that guitar.
It'll probably show up on Pawn Stars one day.
Pawn Stars.
This was a guitar he never played, but it's by Alembic. I'm sure Alembic anything with Alembic on it probably
So
is
what's the next
worth
question?
good money
We're moving on.
nowadays.
Are we done with the interview, Charlie?
I'll give you.
Well, when
I'll
you
give
when you say that to me, then I guess we're done with the interview.
Done with the
So
interview.
that's
We got other
person of
fucking
interest.
segments. We got other.
What?
Person
You got a hot date?
I got a hot date.
You got a hot
Smokey.
date?
Me and Smokey got a hot date.
Am I out of here?
No.
You said-
You still hang out.
There's plenty of show left,
There's
brother.
plenty
Come
of
on.
show left. We got an hour and a half.
Yeah, we got. So we're gonna do This Week in Cedar Rapids.
This week in Cedar Rapids history. What brings you to Cedar Rapids then?
My wife of the time. Of the time.
Well, welcome to Cedar Rapids.
So here's the thing about, and if anybody wants to call in here, you call 319-423-9403.
Do we have any calls? No one's watching, Charlie. No one's watching.
Are you sure about that? Let me look at the docs. Let's see if we got anybody in the chat real quick.
God is watching from a distance.
God is watching us. No,
God made rock and roll for you. Made rock and roll for you. Put it in the heart of everyone.
Sure.
What the fuck are you talking about? All right,
talking
we're doing This Week in Cedar Rapids history. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
All right. So, anyways, This Week in Cedar Rapids history. This is kind of like we did the flood, but everyone's doing the flood this week. We did the flood last week.
Yeah, we opened up with the
and so I started looking around, and they wouldn't give me any other history about Cedar Rapids. They're like, no flood. I'm sure there's something else that's happened. But like, no flood. So I was like, so I just started like looking at like Cedar Rapids Wikipedia demographics and whatnot. I found this kind of interesting. All right, 53.7% of people of the people of Cedar Rapids are religious. With 0.7% of the population identifying as Muslim.
Yeah. We have the oldest Muslim temple in the country here in Cedar Rapids.
They call it the mother.
I've been
the mother
there.
mosque.
I go there. They have like you can go eat their Muslim food and hang out at the Muslim temple. Me and my mom go.
Oh wow.
Let me finish.
Once a year.
Let me finish these here. 0.4% as associated with Eastern religions. That's our Buddhist friends that we're all here with adjacent.
I'm Buddhist.
And we've got 0.1% as Jewish. And
I'm Jewish, isn't that
Robert Levy. Yeah. And then we got 52.5% identifying as Christians, and Roman Catholics over here, right?
Yeah, doing that.
Roman Catholics comprise 20%, so it's a pretty good Roman Catholic town.
My fucking mom's boyfriend
Of the population, followed by Lutherans, who are at
Lutherans, where I come from.
Lutherans at 9.8%.
That's it?
10%.
I need more.
And then Methodists, which I was raised a Methodist and confirmed in the Methodist Church, 7.5%. And Presbyterians, we got 3.2%.
Presbyterian.
So wherever you lay on that. But check this out. So this is what I learned. There actually
About animism.
There's actually
How the animists
check this out.
do that.
There's actually some history, religious history in Cedar Rapids this week, just by falling upon it here. The Mother Mosque of America, dedicated on June 16th, which is this week, 1934, is the longest standing mosque in North America. In 1972, I have a picture of it here. Let's see. There it is. See that?
Yeah, I've been.
You been there? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's. I actually didn't know this existed. It's on.
It's on the west side.
13. Well, I gotta make it bigger. What is it?
West side.
1335 northwest side. Yeah, I did not realize this was the oldest mosque in America right here. Are you shitting me?
Cedar Rapids flags.
So here's the story of this. So the Mother Mosque of America, dedicated on June 16, 1934, is the longest standing mosque in North America. In 1972, another mosque was built, and the original mosque was sold and fell into disrepair before being purchased in 1990 by the Islamic Council of Iowa and renovated. It is on the National Register of Historic Places. The Iowa flood of 2008 extensively damaged the basement, showing many historic documents. That sucks. Muslim presence in the area dates to 1895, when the first immigrants arrived from the Bakwe Valley in today's Lebanon. I know. and we have a huge Lebanon presence in this town.
Oh yeah, totally.
And Israel keeps bombing Lebanon, and I'm just like, where's my
Where's
buddies?
the love?
Where's
Hey,
my-
I'm not a Zionist. I'm a fucking Levite priest, non-Zionist.
Wow.
Yeah. And Syria, Islamic Services of America was established
Move to America.
in Cedar Rapids in
You have
1975
to
and
take over
provides
these poor
blah,
motherfuckers'
blah, blah,
land.
blah. Okay, so anyways, I just thought that was really interesting that we have we have the Islamic Center down Cottage Grove close to us, but I had actually never heard of this place or seen this place, and it was actually dedicated on June 16th, 1934 as the longest standing mosque in North America, so that's really interesting.
We're fucking very inclusive in Cedar. Everyone gets along here. Yeah.
I agree. It's still the same way.
I've been to
that's one of the things.
places.
That's one of the things I love about this town is that, like, if you know this town, if you live here long enough, you will feel so safe here. You feel so like just okay. Like everybody gets along. Like it's just fine. Obviously, there's a bunch of assholes.
Well,
like there are
assholes
everywhere. But I've never really had that problem.
I can walk the streets at night in any fuck goddamn place in this town and feel completely safe.
All right.
You know why? Because when they come up, you want a piece of Robbie, I'll go fucking crazy on you motherfucker. Let's go. Line up. There's like 20 of them. Line up. I'll kick your asses one at a time.
So just for the record, he's talking about like 12-year-old kids that roam the streets. He's had to confront. All right, so we did Cedar Rapids history. Let's do the danger zone.
Danger zone.
And so, like, the what I had for the danger zone is actually completely outdated. Like, it's like
That was before the fucking peace deal.
dude, after today, like, so there was a peace deal, there was a UFC fight. The Epstein files have been completely invigorated. It's actually
Epstein files are a red herring. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah,
There's been prostitutes for fucking goddamn. It's the first fucking goddamn profession. These whores are crying. You know they got paid.
It was the Dionysian.
Good Lord. I give a fuck.
You might want to stop sticking up for the Epstein
Well,
file every time I mention it.
I don't fucking want to hear about it. I was a prostitute.
All right.
I'm not complaining.
Well, watch this then.
Good
June 11,
Lord.
2026,
There you
here's
go.
what's happening this morning. Trump posted on Truth Social threatening massive strikes on Iran tonight and announcing plans to seize Karg Island and take control of Iranian oil. But hours later,
The
he
oldest
canceled the strikes
religion.
entirely.
The
posting
oldest
that a framework
profession.
has been reached and approved
Prostitution.
by the U.S., Israel, Iran, and other countries in the region, and said a signing is
Bomb them
this
all.
week in
I'm
New York.
ready to go.
Steve Witkoff and J.D.
I
Vance
fucking
like
got. I can't wait for Iraq to get a bomb. I hope they put it right in Jerusalem.
Well,
All right. You're going off the rails right
Well, I
now.
am going on, but I'm fucking just commenting on fucking your topics.
What are you talking about?
I'm commenting on your topics. Like, I think they should fucking drop a dirty bomb in Jerusalem. These Iraqis. That's the. Have you read
Iraqis?
Iran, Iraq? I always mess it up.
Well, hey, war's over, man.
The war is. Oh, please.
You just
it's
read that
fucking-
earlier.
Oh yeah. We've accomplished our goal. There's no more nuclear material in Iran.
if we get to Friday.
Dude, they're just trying to open the Strait of Hormuz for gas. That's all, and that was already open before we started war. We're like back to square one.
We're behind still square one because we actually had a better deal before all this started.
I know.
But you know what? That's fine. If Iran wants to be
About the Epstein
faithful actor.
files.
No,
Come
actually,
on.
you need to shut up about the
There's
Epstein files.
no. To sin in your mind is a sin. I sin in my. I don't like go rape 12-year-old girls, but I sin in my mind.
Sure. Until you read the Epstein files, you probably shouldn't speak on them.
I give a fuck.
Well, then
I
no.
give a
Then-
fuck about that. The Epstein files is shit. That fuck. This is what I think about. About the it's shit, dude. We have fucking people starving all around the world, but the most important thing on earth is the Epstein file. Good Lord. We got food rotting that fucking Quaker Oats that can be fucking sent to fucking guys to feed these starving motherfuckers. Oh, the Epstein file. Good Lord.
I'm sorry for bringing up the Epstein.
You always bring it up.
Well, there was news about it today.
News, Epstein file.
There's a new book coming out.
Yeah, and you know what? No, they said news. Children starving to death all around the world. News. And we have food. The food rot. It costs more to store the food than it does to give it.
All right, so
good Lord.
Yeah, give Pete the floor here for a second.
I think you triggered a memory that Carlos's
This happened last time.
Carlos's fret markers were the chakras. I think he had the symbols of the chakras. And what you're talking about is
We're not allowed to talk about the Epstein files. It triggers the shit out of him.
people get stuck in one of the or the other of the chakras. The very entry level chakra down at the base of the pelvis
Malkuth.
is survival. The next one up is sexuality. The next one up is the stomach is power. The heart is the fourth one.
Oh, the heart. Dude, what I do, it's like you look out to the, like, what we got, like 3 trillion galaxies.
You guys are moving into woo-woo time, so we'll just go to woo-woo time.
Well, people don't get to the heart.
I'm not doing woo-woo time. I'm not using my mental powers to pick it up.
No, check this out. I brought
It's got a category.
I brought a magic item though. You might
I'm
want
not
to try
feeling
it.
sorry for these fucking girls that have been abused. Don't get me wrong. But girls have been abused forever.
Well, people got stuck at that chakra. That's what's happening.
So I got this week. Oh gosh, I forgot to give them a shout out. This is a place in Clarence. No.
Newton calls me, man. Every time you put on the
you can't leave for woo-woo time. No, come here. Look.
Down, go.
This is the ear bone of a sperm whale, bro.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Here, right here.
Dude, I met my friend Baby Moo Moo.
Baby Moo Moo? All right, sit back down.
No, I gotta go for a cigarette.
No, you
Can
can't.
I smoke in here?
No.
Well, then I'm going for a fucking cigarette.
Oh my God.
That's
You're being
what
such.
happens when
You're
you
being
bring
such a
up the
little.
Epstein file.
You're being such a little bitch. Get over here. I have a sperm whale ear bone. If you stick it to your ear, you can hear telepathic thoughts. Nope, he's not with it.
I got a Jerry Garcia story if you want it.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
I was in Chicago before I came out to the West Coast, and a guy that I knew who was he was an amateur, ambitious musician, and he said to me, if I only took as much LSD as Jerry Garcia, I could make great music like Jerry Garcia and the Dead. And I thought at the time, I thought, okay, is that what happened? And when I went out to the West Coast, it's no doubt there was LSD in the mix, but Garcia used to hang out at Alembic, and he would keep to himself for the most part, but he parked himself in a armchair in the hallway, the same hallway where Grace Slick had accosted me. Mm-hmm. He was across from the pinball machine and the coffee maker, and Owsley would make the coffee. He would use cardamom, and it had an especially...
This was Owsley talking to you?
No, this was Owsley. Owsley would work the night shift. He was making their 10th album called Bear's Choice.
Okay.
They had a contract with Warner Brothers.
Wasn't he called the Bear?
He was called the Bear, and he called himself Z Bear.
Okay, let's talk about Owsley was a gentleman who,
Owsley Stanley.
I've got him up here. Wikipedia. Stanley Owsley. Basically,
Augustus Owsley Stanley was his last name.
He was one of the first private people to create or to make or synthesize LSD, and he was one of the first people. Or no, he developed the Grateful Dead's Wall of Sound.
Yeah.
He was closely associated with the whole Grateful Dead deal. Yep. And anyways, you knew that guy?
Yeah, he was there. He financed the Grateful Dead with money from his LSD sales. And they got him for not paying taxes on it and gave him 2 years in prison.
Was he in there with Timothy Leary, or was Timothy Leary was probably out by now?
Tim Leary was the East Coast. There's the wall. There's the Wall of Sound. There's a whole book on it now.
See, that's your camera right there. You can show it to your camera.
You do it. You know what you're doing. I don't.
So where are we at?
So
We're talking about Owsley. He was a guy who.
Oh, the devil worshiper?
He was.
What do you know about Owsley?
I
don't know. I just learned about him.
Well, I've known for some years.
He was.
He was
I worship Lord Satan. I worship Lord Satan.
Where's that going to get you? Owsley was the West Coast acid king, and he got this. He was studying at UC Berkeley in chemistry, and he dropped out. He got the patent out of Sandoz and figured out how to reverse engineer and be able to synthesize LSD. It was not illegal at the time. But what was it?
I've done.
He got the recipe.
I'm at this rainbow gathering, right? And it's like we run into this Nazi. He's an Indian.
You're at a rainbow gathering and you meet a Nazi Indian? What the fuck are you talking about?
We had a bike tire. He had a fucking vial of liquid LSD. I took 3 2-fingertips off of that.
Wow.
Read one of the greatest songs of my life. Next from nowhere.
Well, here's a little story about Owsley and his LSD. He made very pure LSD. It didn't have contaminants.
That fucking liquor was clean.
Yeah. It was very smooth because I did try it. But the bottom line for Owsley was...
You weren't a big tripper, though.
25 trips. I don't know how I know
You
that.
counted them?
Found a new reason.
That's more than me.
Taking the easy way out. I found a new reason for taking the easy way out.
I've really
She
liked
was
that
a
few.
Day tripper, one-way ticket,
yeah. It
took me so long to find out.
But I found out. That's what those little whores fucking are upset about the fucking Epstein files are saying. It took me so long to find out, but I found out. No, my advice to those little girls, don't be a whore. Get a real job and pay your own way. That's my advice to these whores, motherfucker. And I love the whores. Don't get me wrong, I love them. But they're horrible.
Robbie, you're not helping your case.
Dude, I have no case to help. I have no case to help.
Robbie is locked into like demons.
No, I'm not. I just don't deal with it.
Blossom blooming. Come on, man.
I don't know the word.
You don't know this one?
I know the song, Sugar Magnolia.
Sugar Magnolia. You got a story about Sugar Magnolia?
Nah.
He does. Pete does.
I know a backstory on this one.
Yeah. Wasn't there like something weird? They used a couple of boom boxes or something?
Owsley was always thinking. The guy was a really powerful intellect. And one of the things he decided was we, the band, and they thought of themselves as a we. Even the roadies, everybody was included. When they had meetings, they included all those people, and they had a voice. So it was consensus building kind of activities. But in any case,
Now back to the Epstein files. That's the Epstein files.
We're good. We're good.
Owsley,
We're good.
Owsley said, the band's popular. People love their music, but we don't have a charted hit. And he said, what's the problem? They were always using high-end equipment. Ron Wickersham had worked at Ampex, and he figured out how to take 2 8-track machines, and they were as big as refrigerators.
When I was 12 years old, a 16-year-old babysitter raped me.
Okay.
But you know
we
what?
said we triggered you. I'm sorry for mentioning the Epstein files.
You know what? I blame her for nothing.
Right, she taught you how to be a man
That's
when you were
right.
8 years old.
We're
Sorry.
Love is love.
My bad. Jesus. It's not my fault it's in the news.
Dude,
It was on the friggin' news.
I know, so it's like fucking lots of stuff.
If you're gonna do a news topical show, you gotta fucking get over your shit.
Dude, it's not topical. It's fucking an excuse. Like, it's a fucking excuse to not focus on the real issue.
I'm going to pay for a therapist for you, all right?
Dude,
We're done.
Sorry,
We're done.
the government pays for my therapy.
Well, then get a second one. This one ain't
one
ain't working. Let me talk to you.
I'm done. I'm done, Charlie. I gotta go.
No,
I gotta
hold
go.
on. We weren't talking about Epstein. Fuck that ass.
You're the one that brought it up.
No, I wasn't. Maybe originally, but yeah. So finish the thought.
Yep, Wickersham figured out how to couple two of these 8-track machines together to make 16 tracks. It was more
He's
than
talking about the original
I
recording
got
of
it.
Sugar Magnolia.
Boo, it's not the greatest. I write better songs.
It was
than
their
Sugar
first
Magnolia.
hit. It was their first top 10 hit, right?
It was exactly.
Okay, it was something, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, and so it was. Alembic was
The
recorded.
Epstein files are red
I'm
herring.
gonna kill you.
The Epstein files are red herring.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
It's like fucking the fucking.
Will you stop? We're not
No,
talking-
we're talking about. No,
Dude,
you brought up.
we are out of the danger zone. We've already.
No, I'm still in the danger zone.
All right, I'm going to help you with some therapy.
Yeah, help him out. Get him out of the danger zone.
Dude, I give a fuck.
Robin, bring some shit in here.
I gotta
Come on,
fucking. I
man.
can't do this anymore, man. I can't do. I gotta go, Charlie.
Here, do you want to do the daily deep dive?
I'm daily deep dive. Like, I don't
do
want
it.
to go into Sugar Man. Oh yeah.
All right, here. So this is the Grateful Dead. Reach out your hand if your cup be empty.
My cup has always been full.
If your cup is full, may it be again.
There you go.
Let it be known there's a fountain
Yeah.
that was not made by
Was
the
not
hands
by
of
the
men.
hands of the Epstein files are made by the hands of men. But there is a fountain.
They actually were made by the hands of men.
There is a fountain that has not been made by hands.
That's Robert
Right.
Hunter.
I know he wrote fucking 2 songs that night. What was the other thing he wrote?
Garcia met Hunter because they were living in their cars in Menlo Park.
Right.
They would sleep overnight in the parking lot of a little Methodist church, I believe it was. It was a black church in Menlo Park, East Menlo Park, because that's the black part of town. And they met each other by talking through the window. One guy had tuna and one guy had plastic forks.
Right. That's the fucking combination.
And they were trying to be folk singers.
I'm trying to be a folk singer myself.
The only difference is that Hunter couldn't sing. He couldn't carry a tune in a bucket, but he could write.
Yeah.
So
I can't carry a tune bucket, but I can write.
And yet we listen to you over and over again. But you know what? Did you see Robbie? Did you see Robbie's stuff earlier? You didn't see it. Hold on.
Don't worry about that.
Check it out. Here's Rob. I think it's this one. Yeah.
I was a wave upon the universal ocean.
somebody's got a bass.
The bass.
We were sitting by the base.
At least it's not fucking.
We'll come back to basses in just a second.
Anyways, so there is a road, no simple highway, between the dawn and the dark of night. That's a pretty tired cliche a little bit, but we'll go there. And if you go, no one may follow.
That's a path
The
you
path-
alone.
That path is your.
That's why I say to those Epstein file whores, that path is for you alone.
Freud's going to help you.
Dude, I don't need help.
You
So-
have to stop calling women whores right now.
You're getting called out.
Thank you.
I think you might be talking about the men too.
Oh, the men are whores. Whore is not a woman-man thing.
Here's
It's
where
a mindset.
here's where Freud can help you in one sentence.
Let's do some Freud. Let's do some Freud.
I gotta go. I gotta take the bus. I'm done.
You're done?
I'm done.
Wait, we got one more thing.
I'm done.
Are you sure?
I'm done. I'll take the bus home. I'm done. I'm not having fun.
Oh, Robbie. But we had Robbie's poetry corner. Robbie, look.
No. I know. I'm taking it.
Oh my goodness. Robbie done pissed my wife off. Mm-hmm. And he done pissed himself off.
Mm-hmm. And we never got to Freud.
That's too bad. And we never got to Freud.
Can I just give it for the viewing audience? Freud said there's the pleasure principle and there's the reality principle, and that libido is the energy of the human. But what you have to do if you intend to do anything higher than just express your libido, if you ever want to achieve anything in this world, even just mechanical activity like maintaining your own environment, you have to sublimate your erotic drive. That's the furnace.
Eros,
yeah, you got to sublimate it, which means it's exactly what Housley was talking about with this alembic, where you cook it and it becomes vaporized, and out of that comes the new kind of energy that you can use to power higher activity, and that would be the reality principle, where you don't just stick in gratification activities. You go ahead and start to do real work that gets stuff done. And if we remember from physics, work is a force through a distance, or is that acceleration? In any case, you actually move stuff, and you're a mover and a shaker when you do that. So if you just stay in the pleasure principle, you're at an infantile level. So that's the therapy.
Always trying to face my fears.
Okay.
There's probably a good acronym for that, and I'm not going to figure it out right now. IAS, whatever. I'm always trying to face my fears.
Sure.
Because those are the ultimate guideposts of my life.
I had fear big time in Chicago, and I had a yoga teacher who was a disciple of Yogananda. His name was Sri Narodi. He was married, and Yogananda didn't allow his disciples to get married, if I have it correct. So he had to leave the ashram, but he relocated in Chicago. But he pointed out to me that the flip side of fear is anger, the flip side. So he said, where is your mental energy when you're angry? He said, fear is the base of the brain, and we do know there's 3 brains. We have the limbic system, the mammalian system, and the cortex. The base of the brain is the reptilian brain. Yeah. The middle part of the brain is the mammalian brain, and the front part of the brain is the human brain, the neocortex. He said, anger is energized in the front of your brain. And he said, if you're experiencing fear, bring your energy to the front. You don't have to do it through anger. Just do it through yogic meditation. Just will yourself to energize yourself in the front part of your brain. And I used that on the L in Chicago because those were scary experiences.
Like to help you out with anxiety and stuff.
Yeah, those guys, because we had black train operators who would put on racing driver gloves and drive those trains like they were at the racetrack. And you would be up rattling around over the streets of Chicago and just barely making it around turns. Every year they were dropping those things off of those trestle tracks and killing people, including themselves. They'd be the first to die. Yeah, because they were playing race car. And I'd be riding those things because I didn't have a car then either. And just about to crap myself. And were
they on meth or methamphetamines?
They were early opportunity hires. They were DEI hires in a sense, but not to put them down, they knew how to drive a train, but they were driving that train high on cocaine.
All right. Well, anyways, I
wanted to finish the Garcia story. Give me one more sentence. This guy in Chicago said, if I could just take as much LSD as Jerry Garcia, I could make music like that. And then when I saw...
That's the sentence.
Pardon?
You said one more sentence, but go ahead.
That was a semicolon. Back in San Francisco, Garcia's sitting in a armchair, putting a song together. He's got a notebook, and he's humming, and he's got lyrics, and I think Hunter gave him the lyrics, and Garcia would put the melody to it. He was stoking on black coffee, Camel cigarettes, and sitting in this armchair, humming to himself and strumming. He sat there for 5 hours straight. And I know because I was making circuit boards and I was having to walk past him to get to the bathroom to rinse that stuff. He just worked. That's my point. That was a revelation to me to see an artist in action. He wasn't taking LSD and getting inspired magically. He wasn't waiting for Tinkerbell dust to help him fly.
Right.
He was working.
Right. Hey, Robin, get in here. This chick works every day. She works on her art every day for the last 20 years.
Okay.
And I don't even know how she does it. Like, I would never have that type of stuff. But let's see, what do we got here? Let's finish it up because, gosh, Robbie left us because he's okay. I should have known not to bring up the Epstein files. That's my bad. He gets weirdly triggered, and I don't want to figure out what his problem is. I mean, he already told us that, but it really fucks with him to talk about molestation at all. I was molested as a child. You probably were too, maybe. Maybe not.
Not that I know of.
You were good. All right, but 70% of people are mostly molested.
Can happen, yeah.
And it's way more prevalent than we all know.
Probably.
Or we all care to examine, but it's very prevalent. And it's a demon for sure. But geez, please. I'm going to have to slap him, though. I'm going to slap him later, don't worry. Here is Back Talk. Yeah. I was going to do poetry time for Robbie, but he left us. We'll do poetry time next week. All right, so we're going to do... Wait, do you have any special talents that you can do on the fly right now? Oh, there he is. Oh, Robbie! Robbie! Do you have any special talents?
Me?
Yeah, that you can do right now?
I have and I thought of this back when I worked for the dead, my only talent was perseverance.
All right, can you give me an example of that right now?
I just put up with what I had to put up with.
You did. Thank you. Thanks for being on our podcast, Pete. Mm-hmm. You're the best. All right, shout out to Pete. All right, so here's our last part here. This is Back Talk. All right, so Back Talk. Let's see, I got it written down here somewhere. Oh, yeah. We didn't even get to Mouthy. He ran out. We didn't even get Mouthy into this week. That's really lame. All right, we'll see Mouthy next week, apparently. All right, Back Talk. At Walski55 says, "Happy birthday, Roger." It's Robbie, not Roger. His name is Robbie, not Roger. But thank you. I'll accept that misnomer on his behalf. Big Simmons says, y'all getting too crazy with Mouthy. AI is the devil. Dude, we use AI in a satirical way, and we are exploring what this stupid thing is that is taking over society. So the only way we can do that is by engaging it. I'm sorry. Leah 2020 says, hot yoga working for that schwa. I'd like to fold him up and bend him up. He looks flexible. Schwa, are you still here through all this bullshit? This was a great show. Thank you, Pete.
All right.
Thank you so much for enlightening us. What we're Woo.
Oh, we didn't finish the Sugar Magnolia story.
We're done. We'll have you back. We need lots of guests. If you would like to be a guest on Good Morning Cedar Rapids, shoot us an email, whatever, or say hi on the YouTube and let us know. Jennifer, if you're watching,
if my words did glow,
your phone number washed off my hand before I could record it. So get back to us. All right. Anyways, thanks for watching Good Morning Cedar Rapids, and we love you.
Yeah. We did.
Ba-na-na-na. Ba ba da 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 na 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 na. Come on. Ba da da da. Ba da da da. Come on, Pete.
Oh man,
Come on, Pete. Give me one.
just for help.
Give me some lyrics.
I found out my mistake. I won't be doing no more fattening frogs with snakes.
No fat snakes. All right.
That's
Love you
Elmo
guys.
James.
All right, take it easy. Thanks for coming. We'll see you. Subscribe. We need 500 subscribers, for Christ's sakes. One more time. Where you at, Pete?
I'm on my way out.
We need 500 subscribers if we want to make some money. Please give me subscribers or I'll die.
We don't want to go back to Radio Shack.
No, I don't want to go to... Actually, bring back Radio Shack. Bring back Radio Shack. Bring back Radio Shack. Bring back Radio Shack. Please bring back Radio Shack. Bring back Radio Shack, please.